Hello there everyone, and welcome to our October 2019 stamp and die release full reveal. So first up we have Rose Blossom. This is a very pretty 6x8 set which includes a layering rose, a layering flower and some layering leaves. If you turn this over you can see that we do have the layering guide on the back of the trifold packaging, so it's really easy to layer up. As well as the stamp, we do have the matching die set available, which cuts out all of the images from the stamp set as well. This is such a pretty image and I know you're going to have fun with it. Next up we have Grateful Heart stamp set. Again, this is a 6x8 layering stamp set. It has one large flower and some leaf images in here as well as a little sentiment. So if you turn the packaging over, you can see that we do have the layering guide on the back, and we have the matching die set available as well, which cuts out the flower, the outline flower cluster and the two leaves that are in this stamp set. As well as the stamp and die, we do have the matching mask stencil available, so you can use this to mask your images and also to stencil around them, which is really great. So here I've just used it on a card and you can see just how pretty that image is there. Next up we have Rosey Outlook. Again, this is a 6x8 layering stamp set which includes a rose image, two buds, two flowers and two petals as well. This is a really great one to play with. So if we turn the packaging over, we can see that we do have the layering guide on the back there, so you can see just how these layer up. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available, which cuts out all of the images as well as the little stems. As well as that, we do have the matching mask stencil available, which is then able to mask and stencil around the images. Next up we have Precious Peony. Now this is a 6x8 stamp set and it's an outline stamp set, so we have 3 flower clusters in here as well as lots of beautiful sentiments that you can use on lots of your different projects. So as well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available, which cuts around those 3 flower clusters just perfectly. I've created this card really simply just by using one of the flower clusters and a little bit of watercolour. Next up we have Botanicals stamp set. This is a 6x8 stamp set which includes 4 images, 2 of which layer on top of each other, so we have a solid and a dot, so you're going to get a really great kind of look with that one. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available as well, which will allow you to cut around your stamped images perfectly. Here I've just used the dot one at the background and one of the sentiments from the set. Next up we have Delicate Tiles. Again, this is a 6x8 stamp set. It includes 3 different patterned tile images that you layer up to create a really great effect, as well as some sentiments as well. So if you turn the packaging over, you can see just how these layer up, and you can create a whole background just by popping these next to each other. It's a really great one to play with. I've just used this simply just with one of the layers to create a little bit of a background there. Next up we have Winter Wishes. Now this is a 4x6 stamp set. We have an outline image of a little cottage and a little bit of scenery in the snow, as well as some beautiful holiday sentiments. This is a great one to use and create a really quick card with. Next up we have Wanderlust. This is 4x6 stamp set again, and we have lots of beautiful sentiments on there, some trees, some mountains and some little constellation of stars as well. This is a really great one to create guys and girls cards with. So I've just used this quite simply just with the mountains, inked a sky and one of the sentiments. Next up we have Hello Winter. This is a really fun sentiment. We have a large winter, some dots as well as some additional sentiments that you can add to the winter as well. As well as the stamp set, we do have the matching die set available, which cuts out the winter twice, so you can stamp and cut around it, or you can actually just use this die on its own to create a fun stacked sentiment, which is going to create a really great look on your cards. I've just used this quite simply just by using part of the sentiment from the set. Last but not least for our stamps is the 2020. Now this is a mini stamp set and it has the 2020 in the words and also the numerals as well. This is a great one to add to your journals and your scrapbook pages, or even cards if you wanted to. Next up we have String Heart die. Now this is a fun little die. It doesn't actually cut around anything, it just pierces dots into your cardstock, so you can then thread some thread through it to create a really great pattern. Next up, we have string art butterfly die. Now this is on the same lines as the string heart. It doesn't cut anything apart from the little piercing holes that you can then add your string to create the effect. As well as that, we have the string art rectangle die set. Now this contains lots of rectangles in various sizes, which pierces the holes so you can then create your own different designs. So that is all we have in our October 2019 stamp and die release. We really do hope that you've seen something that makes you want to create something beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we will see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.